Here's 3 reasons why you should be running a bow quiver and a pocket quiver at the same time. Efficiency and convenience is pretty crucial when you are trying to make the most out of your shot time here. The time difference between pulling your arrows and dumping them in a quiver versus pulling your arrows and placing them in your bow is quite a bit, okay? So as I place these in here, you know, it takes a little bit of time. I have to specifically put the tip in, and then I've got to click them in the right spot here. So if I'm standing there at the target and doing this while other people are waiting on me, like if I'm shooting at the club or something, then it's a little bit inconvenient for everybody else, and I'm also holding everybody else up, okay? So why not just run a hip quiver or a pocket quiver instead of skip the bow quiver altogether? Well, you're gonna be missing out on some perks of running a bow quiver if you just run the pocket quiver, because the bow quiver is going to dampen the sound and it's going to dampen vibration. So you don't want to skip out on that. That is definitely a great perk to run. So I always run one for that reason. If there wasn't any other one, that's a great one. So the first reason is efficiency. It's so much better to pull your arrows, dump them, and as you're walking back to your spot or you're walking to your next 3D spot, it's so much better to put them in, put your arrows back into your bow and reload your bow quiver from your pocket quiver at your leisure. Just do it when you want to, as it's convenient for you, instead of having to walk through the woods with a handful of arrows, because it's hard to navigate the woods and brush and trees and other people and their arrows while you're trying to reload your bow at the same time. So efficiency is definitely one of the top reasons why I think you should consider running a pocket quiver and a bow quiver at the same time. Okay, the second reason I mentioned in there also is that if you just run the pocket or the hip quiver, you're going to be missing out on sound and vibration dampening. Okay, so that's part of the first one. So the second reason, the real second reason why you should be running a bow quiver and a pocket quiver at the same time is that it's pretty convenient to carry a few extra things with you, okay? If you have one of these, like this one here from the Push, you can run rangefinder, tab. If you're shooting compound, you can keep your release in there, and you don't always have to have your bino harness on if you know you're only gonna be shooting at a closer range. It just gives you a little bit more options. It's a little more convenient, and it gives you the ability to store some things in there. Okay, you can't really store hardly anything in a bow quiver, so that's a good reason. Another reason. Reason number 2. Reason number 3 is that it's also going to give you the ability to help a friend out. Okay, I have been shooting at the club plenty of times when somebody has shown up and they have forgotten their quiver, so it gives you a redundancy in your gear to allow some ability to give people some gear if they don't have the gear. So reason number 3, some good redundancy. So that's a solid 3 reasons, guys. I always run a bow quiver, not only for sound, vibration, dampening, but also because for a hunting application, I'm going to be having a quiver on my bow. I always want to have another arrow in here for a follow-up shot. So it's always just a wise thing to do, is to run a bow quiver for a couple of reasons. So I suggest that you run both. So, you know, 1 is none and 2 is 1. So if you have an extra one, it gives you the convenience. Gives you some convenience of being able to dump your arrows and walk to your next shooting sight. It keeps you from holding people up. And when you pull arrows from a target, and you've got your bow in your hand, it's easier to pull them also. So I'm shooting at about 15 yards right now. And I'll throw the footage in. All right, that's what I got for you today, guys. Hope you're having a great day. Lamar Archery community out there. If you've got any more pros or cons of running a bow quiver and a pocket quiver at the same time, drop them in the comments below. Hope you guys are having a great day. Stay safe, hunt hard, and get after it.